kukamuko kakera nnyo mama akolako wannyo alina okulabirira abato school fees okusoma n'ebitabo olusi tebalina nga n'ekyokulya okukifuna baguba yatetenkanya yayiya ebyensulako n'ebyokulya omukyala basirika baguma banyigirizibwa naye bakola independent woman, African woman. Hey, oh muchala, singa si muchala, singa sasoma, singa saiga, singa si mambo, singa sakula, singa si muchala, singa sasoma, singa saiga, singa si mambo, singa sakula, singa. Teberezanga ali lubuto akabanga kawanvu ku hospital yale sirinya wota zirina natambulawo sina kinja zalidde ku kkubo ate wali ayamba naguma yennyabo bagumira biki olugendo lw'okukuza omwana nga luwaavu banyikivu bakola bebachala singa 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 mama we singa sai singa si mama we singa sakula singa singa si muchala singa sasoma singa singa sai singa si mama we singa sakula singa tafunye yadde nyabo ewaka byonna yabimala okwambala sako n'eddwaliro mama nyikira nnyo nnyo. She's so hard working and mankind. She's a woman of integrity, a mother, oh muchala, my mama, you must sing a muchala, mama
we don't know how she always finds a way, the mystery of a woman, a savior in a time of need, the bravery of a woman. In your time of need, she does the deed, the magic of a woman. Woman, woman, a warrior is a woman. Woman, woman, a savior is a woman. Woman, woman, a warrior is a woman. Woman, woman, a savior is a woman. Yeah, 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 yeah. When a man smiles. Her shoes have walked 1,000 miles. The sticks of stone can break her bones. She welcomes all her friends and foes. When her spirit's down, she has no time to frown. A warrior is a woman, woman, woman. A warrior is a woman, woman, woman. A savior is a woman, woman, woman. A warrior is a woman, woman, woman. A savior is a woman. Bountiful, wonderful is her frame of mind. Beautiful, colorful, style is one of a kind. Her womanhood and her motherhood are her strength and pride. Her warmth and grace she cannot hide. The wonders of a woman, woman, woman. A warrior is a woman, woman, woman. A savior is a woman, woman, woman. A warrior is a woman, woman, woman. A savior is a woman, yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Diaspora TV. Alan Watson is my name, and we are broadcasting live from New York City right here. And I'm privileged today. I have a guest who she's going to introduce herself, and we'll be asking some questions, and she'll be telling us everything as time goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Diaspora TV. Mama says okulaba.
Kale so.
Twogere mu Luzungu, twogere mu Luganda.
Tujja kwogera nnyo zombi.
Zombi. Amanya.
Amanya gange bampita Faridah Mugimba Kakyama.
Okay.
Banzaala Uganda, Makindye. Naye nga ntuula mu nsi gye bayita United Kingdom.
Okay.
Era naye family yange mwetuula. Nsanyuse nnyo okulaba Alan.
Thank you. I mean, tubadde twogera ku simu here and there. Finally, I got you.
I know, thank you.
Toli mwangu okufuna.
But I'm here now, yes.
Okay. So, basabani banyaba abali ku Diaspora TV, omukyala mulide Faridah Mugimba?
Mugimba Kakyama.
Kakyama, yes. Bera UK, ni family ya Bera UK. Lero tuli naye wano tuli New York right now, wetu broadcasting ira. Tuli mu studio right now, tuli mu New York. Sebo kati mwebali nnyo okutwegatako. Faridah, I've heard a lot about you. I've read a lot about you. I've seen you on YouTube everywhere. What's going on? You are so busy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm so delighted to be in New York. I love America. I've got a lot of relatives here, and I'm so happy to be on this TV. Yes, I'm a busy person. What makes me busy is my professional, which is financial service sector, which I work in UK, but mainly now based in East Africa. I'm mainly in Nairobi, Mombasa. I've been in Kampala, and I've done some work in Dubai as well. Yeah. So
if you could tell the viewers, what exactly do you do? Because you're busy here and there, you work here and there, you're all over the world. Yeah. So what exactly do you do?
What I do is I'm a financial service specialist.
Okay.
Yeah. And after studying my master's in the United Kingdom, I went straight to that sector.
Okay.
It's quite a unique sector. And I worked in UK for over 15 years.
Okay.
But then I took a year off in Uganda. And then I realized that what I have is not very common down in Africa. So I started writing a magazine about it, which is called the Pension Focus Africa magazine, which has won 2 awards in Nairobi in 2017. I started it in 2015, and also it won the Global Award this year under the AI Investor. So it keeps me busy because they need more services more in Africa, and which that sector is not so much available, and that is why you see me in different parts of the world. I'm a specialist consultant, and I train directors, chief executives, area managers for both government and private companies.
Okay, to take you a little bit backwards, which school did you go to? Because you didn't just go to London right away.
No, I didn't know.
You must have started from somewhere.
Yes, of
so
course.
if you could tell the viewers which school did you attend from there?
Thank you, Alan. That's a very good question. As I said, I was born in Uganda. I studied in Uganda. I've been very lucky ever since I was young, and I studied in very good schools. And one of the schools that I studied in is Gayaza High School, and it's a missionary, and most of my teachers were English. So I was very lucky to attain such quality education that helped me go in my A-level, where I went in Kibuli, and then from Kibuli I went to Mbale, and then I went straight to work for Greenland Bank.
Mbale, what was in Mbale?
Mbale was a university as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I did my first degree, it was in economics and history with education. I then worked in Greenland Bank for a year, in finance and in investment. And then after that, I was lucky that my parents could afford to take me to United Kingdom to study for the Masters in Financial Decision Making, which I did in Luton University.
Wow, what a successful life.
Oh, thank you very much. But it's very hectic.
It's very hectic. I can tell it's very hectic. I mean, you can't jump from one step to another.
Oh, no.
You must have gone through different challenges here and there.
I did, yeah.
Being that from transition from Uganda to UK, it's kind of like a lot of things happen in between there.
Yeah.
So could you tell us the challenges between there?
Yeah, that is also something that I want to talk about.
Okay.
I never faced any challenge when I went in as a student. It was very smooth for me, which is quite very lucky as well. And but how then I got to know about the challenge I had was that what I didn't realize is that the course that I studied was quite unique, and my excelling in it, like some modules I would get A+. Even the lecturers would wonder
That's
how.
finance and accounting?
Yeah, financial service in decision making.
Okay, decision making.
It's different from accounting.
Okay.
Yeah. So I excelled very well. So, and as a result, I went straight to top companies like Legal & General Assurance Company, which is one of the biggest assurance companies in the world.
Wow. Worth
trillions. And they trained me very well that I was lucky to get any job after that in any of the major companies in UK. So something like that was not very common for an African or Ugandan person like me. And the way I excelled in my studies is the way I excelled in my work. So it sort of highlighted me in a way. To me, I didn't see it. It's only the surrounding that actually used to see and say, how can she do that? And to do that job, you had to know how the policies work, because the government keep on changing the policies. So you've got to know how the policies work in order to do that job properly. So, but then I grasped everything very easily and very quickly, and I started performing even better than people who have been there for over 20 years and who are even older than me. So that is how I then started to be noticed. To me, it was just a normal job from 9 to 5. To others, they've never seen anything like that before. And then I started training even the new entrants into companies. And then from there, I was an expert being hired to go and clear cases that people can't do, which are lagging for over 7 years, and then I'll come in and clear them within weeks. So to them it was a mystery, to me it was normal. Then I realized that I think I've got a capability that someone else doesn't have. But the difference now was that I was an African in a foreign country. So how could I have grasped it very easily? And yet the people who live there can't do it. Yeah. So that is, it is more of an advantage, but it is a challenge in me that my role started being questioned because of my excellency.
Questions about your excellency? How come? I mean, it's everybody like can go through the same thing if like you're smart and you're focused. You can go through the same thing. Why are the challenges questioning about your excellency?
I think what it didn't only come in it transformed from work to where I used to live.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we sort of became isolated in a way. And we then started getting those challenges from home, in the surrounding, that you're an educated professional, which anybody is. Then it took me almost 4 years, Alan, to understand exactly what it was. Yeah. And that is then one manager told me, Faridah, he held me on the hand and he took me at the side. He said, Faridah, no one can clear a case that has been lagging for 7 years in the company, and you clear it in a week and you sign it and it's actually passed. Things like that don't happen easily. And because we've never seen something like that, we wonder, and you've been excelling even in your previous companies. When, like, if you go in to work in a company, they give you tests. So to me, I don't know how I do it. I get 100%. And then I find out that people who have been actually permanent employees, who have been there for years, they've never even passed the tests. So, and I do it in 2 days before when I take up the job. So it was then followed the sequence that in each company I was excelling, and that then highlighted me. And then I started, the challenge came in whereby I could not be employed anymore. I think most companies were scared. Wow. So then I said, because my last role, I was going to be a manager. And I was actually confirmed. And then the director took me in the office and he was in tears. It was sort of more disguised that I didn't even know what it was. And he cried in front of me, said, Faridah, I can't give you the job. And I said, why?
Were you competing with, was it because you were a lady, or was it because of your color of the skin? What was it all about?
I don't think it was.
Because being in UK and you're competing with the people who are born there, since you're from Africa, Uganda in particular, it must be like kind of like a competition, a threat to the other side. I
would not take any of that. I think what it is, Alan, now, as I told you that it took me over 4 years to understand, is the uniqueness of my performance has never been seen before in that sector. The sector that I work in, which is the financial service sector and pensions, is a very tough sector. Wow. Yeah, and that is why I'm flown from UK to go to Africa, provided everything free, to train directors of several companies. I train directors in NSSF. I train area managers in NSSF. They have other people in and then I asked them, can someone on the background do it? They said, Faridah, we don't have anybody who has that specialization and the profession like you do. So that is why I travel around, because of my knowledge in that sector. It's not a very common sector. And that is why in the United Kingdom, they got somehow confused of how I could grasp something very complicated like that. And then I just put it in my hands. Yeah. So they've never seen anything like that. Wow. Because even those who have been there struggle. But then I started training them. And yet I actually landed after them. So it became somehow a mystery. Yeah, and then instead of accepting me and my capability, they somehow rejected me. And I have that paragraph that I was rejected because of my excellency and knowledge in the financial services. And I say that any excellence should be accepted. Yeah. it should be, any uniqueness should be accepted. It should not be rejected because they've never seen anything like that. There may be someone else who comes around and even is better than me.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you come from.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether you're African or you're European or American or you're black or white. Anybody can perform at their best. I think what the world needs is to understand that there are some people who have some uniqueness and they can grasp things easily, irrespective of the time factor. Yeah. So that's what I want to put across.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Diaspora TV. I'm still Alan Watson here in New York, and I'm with Faridah here. It's kind of an interesting story though.
Thank you.
Yes, and for those of you who are watching Diaspora Television, and we're talking about the challenges, how Faridah came to UK, with all the challenges being a female in a successful industry. This industry is very a lot of people are questioning, saying this and that, but don't you think all that, if you put it into the book, it can be like enlightening everybody?
Yes, that's what I'm saying is that the book, The Mind Capture, is not, is although I'm an African, but I want to highlight that anybody can actually face this challenge in any country, in any sort of environment, in any situation. So what I want to put across is that my challenge was so disguised. But if I didn't have the knowledge and the capability and the uniqueness to understand it, I think I would still be there. And what I want to thank is my professional, because I never gave up on it. The more I was rejected, the more I actually excelled. That I even went ahead to do my own company, which I'm now self-employed.
Wow.
Because the rejection, I never gave up. I sat down.
The rejection gave you courage
to
go forward.
Exactly. I sat in my living room, I got the name of the company, and I went straight ahead. Now, if the company was, I think I started it in 2014, I've won 2 trophies. One is global for this year, and the one both in Best East and Central from Nairobi. And so people should pick out that whatever challenge you have, you don't have to give up, because it's only you who knows yourself better than anybody who's actually there. Yeah, and embrace the challenge, understand it, then get the right solution you can actually use. So
you've written the book.
Yes.
So I mean, have you put all these challenges in that book? What's the name of the book, by the way?
The name of the book is called The Mind Capture.
The Mind Capture.
The Mind Capture.
Okay.
And I'm going to explain why I made that title.
All right.
And the subtitle is called The Real Lens of a Woman.
The Real Lens of a Woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I'll first explain the title. The Mind Capture, it captures your mind. Once you read the first page, you want to actually go on and read until then. So it will not only capture your mind, it will capture your soul, because it's something quite people have never heard of. Yeah, though everybody who goes to school wants to excel. So that is what I did, but then it became a challenge to me. Yeah. Now, why the real lens of a woman? The real lens of a woman is that I was capable to use my mind and see, however disguised it was, the challenge that I was facing. Because it wasn't open out there. That people never came to face me directly, but it was disguised. But I used my integrity to understand that I had this challenge. And that is what actually helped me to move on. If I didn't have that uniqueness, I would not be understanding it. I would think I would say, oh, I'm a victim. But I don't think I would victimize myself, because I actually understood it. And then I went ahead to excel, which have been successful. So,
in your book, you've written so many things, a lot of challenges, your background and everything. So, what really went into your mind that inspired you? That this one is like, should I say, a trigger to inspire me to write this book?
Okay.
Yeah.
What really inspired?
Because there are so many things in that story.
Yes.
But there are those small things that really pushed you harder.
Yeah.
Can you tell the viewers about that?
I will do, yeah. What pushed me, I'll not say push, what enticed me to the last, not last minute, but really enticed me to write this book was to highlight that something like this actually happens in the real world. Yeah, that you can be, you can have a challenge that is being disguised and is around you, but you won't understand. And the main reason is that none of my family members would understand my problem. Yeah, no one, even when I tell my closest friends, they'll say, Faridah, you're one of the best in the company. What do you mean you've been rejected not to go to work? So it was so disguised that if I did not have that capability in my mind, or if God didn't create me with that kind of uniqueness, there's no way I would have understood it. So I would have followed that victim. So that is the main reason why I wrote it. I wanted to show the world that anything can be disguised, even a challenge, in terms of environment, in terms of your professional, but you may not even understand it. So you can have a challenge which is disguised, which is not directly to you. So if you don't have that capability, you fall a victim.
Whoa.
Yes.
So a lot of people are going to have this book.
Yes.
Because it's really, even me, I feel like I want to go one and read it.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Exactly. So what do you really want people to know about this book? I mean, to get out of this book?
Okay. I want people to actually get and understand that when you're faced with a problem, be it a family problem, be with a professional, or any sort of problem in the world, don't bring even yourself that this is the end of me. Yeah. First of all, I want you to embrace and understand the problem, and then you figure out how you get the solution. So I want people to understand that whatever problem you have, there can be a solution. You don't have to end your life. You don't have to think that you've come to the end of everything. Yeah, there's always a solution out there. I never knew that I would actually outgrow that challenge, because mine was disguised. Even the closest person to me didn't believe that I had that problem. But some of the problems are actually in the open. Someone will come and tell you, but mine could not be addressed because no one actually believed that I had that problem, but I had it.
Okay, another question which I'm going to pose, I mean, this is out of, it's not part of the book.
Yes.
Have you tried, because when I look, particularly in Uganda, there are so many companies that really need your help.
Yeah.
Have you tried to contact companies, or companies trying to contact you to come and might be to talk with the staff in finance and I mean to give them your experience and everything?
Oh yes, I work with the NSSF director, Richard Baragaba.
Okay.
As I told you, I trained the directors in NSSF, area managers. I've trained UAP managers, pension managers in Uganda. I've worked with UBRA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I know David Boni very well. And recently, one of the treasurer was in my conference, Daisy, and she did a very
that was the one which was in Nairobi, right?
Yes.
Mombasa.
Yeah.
Mombasa.
Yeah. So I also have done some work with the director of the chairman of directors of board of UBRA. Which is the Uganda Benefit Regulatory Authority. Yeah. I've done some work with him. So I want Ugandans to also embrace me. Somehow, when I come to Uganda, I somehow get some challenges there. I don't understand. Yet when I go to other countries, I'm being embraced. So I want them to understand what my work is. Yeah. And there's also, let me talk about, there's also this stigma that Faridah is proud, she's arrogant because she has she thinks she's in a very high profile status. I want that stigma to go away. I'm so approachable. Please approach me in any way. If you have a similar challenge that you want to be helped out with, I can give you solutions. I can tell you how I overcame mine. So I want that stigma of to go away, that, oh, we can't approach her. I'm so approachable, and whatever sector, I know it's a higher profile sector, but I'm very down to earth person.
All right, another question that comes in from one of the viewers is saying, you've seen how Uganda operates.
Yeah.
and compare with the UK, with your experience, what's lacking in those sectors in Uganda?
A lot of work is lacking in the Ugandan sectors. I'll say, and I'll be very open. And it's not only Uganda. I've taught many African countries, like I've taught Ghana, I've taught Malawi, Zambia, I've taught Kenyans. So
it's Africa effect. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it is not only Uganda. This sector is not very common in Africa.
Okay.
It's excellent in Europe. Yeah, so that is why, because of the experience I have in Europe, I can actually now bring it down to Africa. But it's not only Uganda. Most countries, apart from South Africa, and now Nigeria coming up, most African countries need a lot of help in my sector. And that is why we also want to work with big organizations like the World Bank to help fund projects, people to actually understand that they have a pension. People in Africa retire, sit at home, and they leave the money to the government. They don't even know that they have a pension.
Exactly.
Some of them die, and the children don't even collect the money.
Because they don't know whether they have
They don't even know.
Yeah.
So now that is my next project, to train not only the people who are actually in the offices, but the people who are actually in the public.
Okay. To know that once you retire, you have some package waiting for you after retirement.
We have some people who used to work long time ago, but their pensions were not actually paid.
Exactly.
In so many African countries. And so the enlightenment is not only the people in the sector, working in the sector, but also the public itself.
Okay. Taking back to what you've said, that so many people retire and they don't know. Take example of East African community.
Yeah.
There are so many people who retired in East African community, and they never got nothing.
Yes. I have an uncle, myself. He retired and he got his money after 30 years.
You can imagine.
And we got the Ugandan Rere. Not only Uganda, it's everywhere, because I train in Kenya as well.
Okay.
They need my services all the time. So I'm available, and although I have a busy schedule, but please, I'm approachable, and I can not only in terms of the challenge, but also in my professional.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, we are talking about Mind Capture. The book was written by Faridah here. And that's what we are trying to talk about, and she's giving us more light on the book. And there's so many people who are still watching, and I just want to send shout outs to, yes, guys, are so many. Alex Kasekende, Sean, Jack Baguma, thanks so much for watching. Kwanjula Diaspora, yes, we are in your Okubera Nafe. Then Babidia Smogerere, thank you so much for watching the Diaspora Television. And Samuel Obara, thank you so much for watching the Diaspora Television. Nira, you are learning something. Yeah, that's what she's saying. And Kwanjula Diaspora, these are the same people. And Akena James, thank you so much for watching Diaspora Television. And Adam T, also, thank you so much. Not forgetting Judith Richie, thank you so much for watching Diaspora Television. Going back to the book.
Yes.
A lot of people are wondering, where can I get this book?
Yes.
Because there are people in Uganda, they are looking for the book. People in the UK, they are looking for the book where you live. And people right here in New York City, they are asking for the book. Okay. Because you can tell us more. Where can we find it?
Yes. You can find the book. It's available on Amazon.
Okay.
And if you type in my names, Faridah Mugimba Kakyama, the book will come up, or the Mind Capture will come up. I think we're going to show the picture of the book,
Okay.
And you can buy it either on Kindle, and the Amazon will actually deliver the printed book on your door. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask this in Uganda. Omuntu wa wansi Uganda. Omubulira Kindles, Amazon, tabitegeera. Kati yamanyi kintu kimu ngendawo okujja hard copy. Ngendawo mu Kampala okufuna hard copy eyo.
Okay. Kati Kampala, we've talking to Aristoc, which is
oh, it's already in Aristoc?
No, not yet.
Not yet, but it's coming to Aristoc.
It will be coming to Aristoc very soon, and they are aware, and we are in talks with them. So that it's a very popular bookshop. I think at Diamond Trust.
Oh yeah.
And you should be able to get your copy very soon. There.
Wow. It's quite interesting story though.
It is very interesting.
And those are now also much down Ogamba. Is this really me?
Yeah, I've been asked by some people. People have now recognized me when I'm flying, and they've given me things to sign in their diaries. I've met a Germany who wants me to translate it in the Germany language.
That was the question actually, which was coming.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. And I've also met people from Japan.
All right.
The French were very, they really loved the book. They want me to translate it in French.
Okay.
But I think on Amazon it can be done. So my publisher is going to do that.
Okay.
It's very popular in the United States.
Okay.
I've got a lot of supporters here. And I've got a lot of people who love me here, and that is why I keep coming back to the United States, and I love it very much here.
Wow. So you're talking about putting it into different languages.
Yes.
So besides Germany, which other language are you trying to?
I think French.
French.
And Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think that is going to be done by the public. The Amazon. It's done automatically. There's a way they do it. When I was requested by the German person who met me in, I think that was in Paris. I then spoke to Amazon and they said they can actually do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mary Kasuja is saying thank you so much for sharing, and well, everybody's like thanking you for sharing your story.
Yeah.
Babidi Mulongo is also saying thank you so much for sharing, and Akena James is asking the book is called. Akena James is asking about the book.
The Mind Capture.
The Mind Capture.
The Mind Capture.
That's the book.
That's the title of the book.
Okay. You say the subtitle is what?
The subtitle is The Real Lens of a Woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching Diaspora Television, we are right in New York City. My name is Alan Watson here, sitting here with Faridah Mugimba. She has written a book. She has told us all whatever she has gone through, the challenges. Read the book, you'll see each and everything. And another question here. Are you planning to write more books? By the way, is this your first book?
This is actually my first book.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been very busy as a professional.
Okay.
But then I did literature at a very high level.
Oh.
And then when I was actually writing the book, I got the publisher. And then I told them that if you like the prologue, then I'll continue with the book. So I sent them the prologue.
Okay.
And the publishers are here in America, and they said to me that, Faridah, did you actually write this yourself?
Because
so
it's quite interesting.
Then I said, is it bad or good? He said, no,
it's more interesting.
We've never seen anything like this. When can you finish the book?
Oh boy.
And I said, okay, let me continue writing then. So you love it.
So we're gonna see more of these books besides the Mind Sculpture. So we're gonna have like different titles.
Yeah, you can have. I think I'm gonna think about my next title.
Okay.
that's gonna be a surprise to you.
Okay.
But I want to launch the book.
Okay.
And we are planning to do that. I was supposed to launch it in Nairobi.
Okay.
Things didn't go very well because I'm very tight there.
Yeah.
But I want to launch the book, and I'm thinking of doing it in either New York or Boston.
Wow.
Yes.
Please let us know, and we'll be there to support you.
Yeah, book signing.
Yeah.
So.
This is just a by the way. And because of the busy schedule here and there, are you thinking to put it into audio?
Yes, I've been requested by the publisher to put it in audio, and I think it's going to be done.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they don't have time to sit down and read the book. But if you get like a CD, you put it in the car or in your cassette, in your DVD player or something like that, and you listen to the story. It's quite interesting, though.
It is.
It's quite interesting.
It's very interesting.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it yourself, and the book is called The Mind Capture, and the subtitle is called The
Real Lens of a Woman.
The Real Lens of a Woman, yes. And we're still continuing with our program. My name is Alan Watson, and I'm here with Faridah, and Faridah is still telling us more stories. So, Faridah, here another question.
Yes.
Have you planned or thought about donating this book like to those schools like Gayaza? Because those young girls, they really need somebody to motivate them. They look at you as a role model since you went through the same school. Have you thought about that?
I have definitely thought about it, and I want to get copies out to the library, so that I want people who go outside Africa, not only Africa, but who go in maybe in a different environment or a country, to know that they can actually get a similar challenge. So by highlighting it and actually putting it in libraries for the students who want to go for higher education outside or abroad, if they read that book, then they're aware of some things that they can face.
Okay.
Yeah, and also another thing that one of the reasons why I wrote the book is that I want the world to see excellency, to actually take excellency on top of everything. To let them disguise the color, the background, or anything, and then look at the excellency of the child. Yeah. And I think America here, you're very lucky.
Thank you. Let me hope that we are very lucky.
Yeah, so excellency should be taken as something in terms of what can I say? It should not be questioned. Okay. If someone excels, there are two things: either they've got the knowledge or the talent. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why we see footballers. However, wherever they come from, they will excel, even if you put them in Europe or put them anywhere. Okay. Yeah, they will excel because of their talent. Wow. So I think I have a talent in terms of professional. It may be more than knowledge. That's why I've been told that, Fred, I think you're talented to do what you do.
Right. Yes, basibano banyabo tugira ku kitabo ekyo mukyalo ono kyawandise okubazaako mabega all along tubadde tugira ku kitabo ekyo ekitabo kiba kiyita The Mind Capture and the subtitle is called The Real Lens of a Woman. Alan Watson gemanya gange omukyala ye Faridah gwendi naye leero nakuba leero and tuli mu New York City today. Tuli mu studios aferi e Boston, tuli mu New York City. So njagala kutumirako abantu abamu abadde ku mukutu Mariam webale nnyo okubeera naffe ku Diaspora Television. Ate Muchiri Tito from Uganda, you are watching, thank you so much. Sijja kwerabira Immaculate Namukwaya nawe webale nnyo okubeerako. Brooks Annette webale nnyo okubeerako ku Diaspora Television. Sean Hudson, yes, tugenda kuba tubaleetera abantu bwe batyo to motivate you, to motivate those young ladies who are just coming. Faridah, I have another question here.
Yes, please.
Have you tried to go and talk to their, especially women? Because when some women, they look at themselves, they undermine themselves, yet they have potential. Yes. When they reach like managerial status, they are being surprised what you went through. Okay. So have you tried like to go and talk to them, to motivate them? Because there are so many people who are going through the same thing right now as I speak.
I've created a new project and brand in terms of, a lot of people have actually requested me to do that. That Faridah, we want you to be part of the women empowerment and entrepreneurship, leadership and professionalism, to share your story and actually inspire these women. Some of them look at themselves, especially when they go to give birth, they think that they can't come back to what? To professional. I've got 3 children myself, but I remained in my professional. They're grown up now and I can move around. So you can do both. It's just managing your time. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to do a masterclass, and thank you for actually asking that, Alan. And it's called Global Women Empowerment in Leadership, Entrepreneurship and Professionalism. And it's going to be targeting anybody. It doesn't matter whether you work in finance, it doesn't matter whether you're a doctor, or it doesn't matter if you're a businesswoman, it doesn't matter if you work in the market. It is actually targeting women empowerment.
Okay. Yeah. So as we come to the end of our show, somebody is asking here, nti achogede mu Luganda kansubire nti nasobola odusoma nti nze mbeera Middle East ekitabo kino nkifunye ntya.
Middle East.
Yes, like that's in Dubai, Arab Emirates, that side.
I'm always in Dubai, but it doesn't matter that obviously she can actually access Amazon in Dubai. Okay. The Amazon is www.amazon.co.uk or www.amazon.com. The .com is the United States. The .uk is the United Kingdom. But you can access that anywhere.
Okay. So what is the one?
But we're going to be supplying. We're going to be publishing copies, and they'll be available in the major stores, because there's stores that are available in UK and they're available in UAE as well.
Do you have Barnes and Noble in UK?
We have WH Smith.
Okay.
We have Watsons. Yeah. Yeah, and I think UAE. I think I've seen Watsons and WH Smith.
Okay.
So they should be available in those stores.
Just to make it clear, I don't have that shares in that one. Okay. I don't have shares in that one.
So it should be available in WH Smith in UAE. I think I've seen WH Smith in UAE.
Okay.
Watson's and any of the major stores. But the online one you can actually get on the Kindle, if you want the immediate one. But copies should be available in all by my publisher in the major stores in UAE.
Okay. So somebody's asking that when are you gonna be, because you talked about a lecture, something like that in Uganda. Somebody's asking, when are you gonna do that? Do you have any specific days or date?
I'll be in. It's going to be actually in Nairobi.
Nairobi.
Yeah, and I'm planning to do that in November.
Okay.
But I can actually do 2 from Nairobi. Then I can usually fly to Kampala. Yeah, so we can organize that.
Okay.
But the one that is more confirmed is the one in Nairobi.
The one in Nairobi.
Yeah, in November, and that is on the 23rd of November.
23rd November.
Yeah, that is the global women empowerment in entrepreneurship, professionalism and leadership.
Okay. So basibana banyabo abadde ku Diaspora Television, we are coming to the end of this show, and I've been talking to Faridah Mugimba. Yes, Faridah Mugimba, and she has been telling us about her challenges. Then the book is called The Mind Capture. That's the name of the book. You can find it on Amazon. And in Aristoc, it's coming very soon.
In Kampala, yeah.
Yes, in Kampala. And for those around the world, you can go on Amazon and you can get that book. So, Faridah, Kagamba Kasembayo.
Yes, please.
Encourage more ladies to go through their profession, to be successful in their profession.
Exactly. I'm a very big advocate for women empowerment and girls learning. And one of the things that is actually letting us down is women thinking that we are actually second best. We are not. You can actually perform at your highest, irrespective of whether you have children or not. You can actually perform a male profession in any form of work or any profession. When you have the knowledge and experience, you can do anything. So believe in yourself. It doesn't matter if you're female or male. But females, please don't let yourself down because you think, oh, I can't do that. Don't leave it all to the male, but you're actually capable of doing it. I've done it, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, no gender balance, yeah. No gender balance, yeah. Mutabusi. So, somebody's asking here. Actually, before I go there, I'm gonna send shout outs to Hussein Ali Hussein. Thank you so much for watching. And Angela Molindo Cheine, we now kubira ku Diaspora Television. Not forgetting Debbie. Yes, Debbie Muchala Sebugwao. Now we nnyo the boss. Now we nnyo okubira ku Diaspora Television. Kakati, waliwo mbuziza wano nti bw'aba ayagala kwogera nawe in person or to contact you.
Oh yes. If you want to speak to me in person, I've got my email, and I'll spell that out very slowly so that you actually get it. It's fmk71@outlook.com. I'll repeat it. fmk71@outlook.com. So you can reach me there anytime. I can actually you get a reply anytime from me.
So FMK, that's the initials of Faridah
Mugimba
Kakyama.
Yeah.
Yes, Faridah Mugimba Kakyama, initials at Outlook.
71.
71.
Yeah, 71 at outlook.com. You put the 71.
At a number is simu.
The number is simu. You can reach me at +44 79 58 78 38 73.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in those are which to tubadde wano ku Diaspora Television, and sinaba kuvawe. I just want to send shout outs to Namala Chris, webale nnyo okutwegattako wadde oze bugudde bugenzi, ate not forgetting Kiki Wawaya, na webale nnyo Adam Namisa Lindako Adam Namisa, webale nnyo okutwegattako. Yes, bwe tutambudde ate mujjukire nti this show was proudly sponsored by YOTV channels. Yes, so download the app YOTV channels, go to your Apple Store or Google Play and download the app for all channels in Uganda. Name them. The Diaspora TV is also there, and you'll be watching all the quality pictures for you. This is Diaspora Television. I'm being Alan Watson. ne mukyalo ono Faridah Mugimba.
Thank you so much.
Erinnya libuzabuziza nnyo Faridah Mugimba Kakyama.
Yes, please.
Yes, amannya ago. Yes, mwebale okutwegattako ambadde Alan Watson wano mu kibuga kye New York atali ku kamera ye Peter and the entire Diaspora Television crew. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Till next time, have a good day.
Thank you.
We don't know how she always finds a way, the mystery of a woman, a savior in a time of need, the bravery of a woman. In your time of need, she does the deed, the magic of a woman. Woman, woman, a warrior is a woman. Woman, woman, a savior is a woman. Woman, woman, a warrior is a woman. Woman, woman, a savior is a woman. Yeah, 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 yeah. When a man will cry, a woman smiles. Her shoes have walked 1,000 miles. The sticks of stone can break her bones. She welcomes all her friends and foes. When her spirit's down, she has no time to frown. A warrior is a woman. Woman, woman, a warrior is a woman. Woman, woman, a savior is a woman. Woman, woman, a warrior is a woman. Woman, woman, a savior is a woman. Bountiful, wonderful is her frame of mind. Beautiful, colorful, style is one of a kind. Her womanhood and her motherhood are her strength and pride. Her warmth and grace she cannot hide. The wonders of a woman. Woman, a warrior is a woman. Woman, woman,